On top of the cuts in that bill, the 2026 proposal further cuts Pell Grants, reduces work-study, eliminates Gear Up and TRIO programs, and as we consider the 2026 budget, we also consider the federal court orders that have ordered the administration to stop dismantling the Department of Education without congressional authority. We have heard of problems of test scores, but no plan to do anything about it. Handcuffs on teachers, when whatever handcuffs there may be, are locally imposed, not on federal government. We've heard that there's no federal role in curriculum, teacher quality, or anything like that. And it's been emphasized that what the Department of Education responsibility is basically civil rights, to make sure that all children have access to a quality education. So we've heard support for vouchers, but we know that those programs have not been shown to improve education, but have been shown to increase racial segregation. And finally, Mr. Chairman, you rescued the secretary when I asked whether or not viewpoint diversity is a violation of Title VI. I guess we'll get that as an answer later. I cited the statutory requirement that if you're going to take any action under Title VI, claiming anti-Semitism or any other violation of Title VI, you have to give notice to the committees of jurisdiction. Mr. Chairman, she indicated she may have given notice, and if so, you haven't shared that information with the Democrats on the committee. And I'd like to see that because it requires before any action can be taken, you have to provide a complete report on that situation and wait at least 30 days before any action has been taken. We'll just see what the answer to that is, and I'll look for an answer from you. But we have a lot of work to do. We're trying to improve education, and from a federal level, the cuts in education, no increase, inflationary increase on Title I. That's a major investment we make in K through 12. Cuts in Pell Grants and student loans. That's our major investment in access to college. I think we're going in the wrong direction, and hopefully we can, when legislation is considered by the House, we can make the appropriate adjustments. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
I thank the gentleman as well, and we look forward to continue working and discussing with you what's going on. And we've been pretty busy doing that effort in the one big, beautiful bill and reconciliation. As you know, we've been extremely busy on that with the purpose of making things better for the taxpayers and for the students, the universities, community colleges, trade schools, workforce Pell, all of the rest for quite some time here now. And we look forward to more fully involving ourselves with the budget proposed by the President, and even as we started today. But I'd also state that 2 years while the Democrats had the full majority, including White House, the House, and the Senate, the opportunities to improve education in multiple ways, even as being expressed by some of my Democrat colleagues now, it didn't happen. And being a student of history to some degree myself, looking back and seeing the impact of education in this country that produced such revolutions as the agricultural revolution, industrial revolution, communications revolution, space age, all of the rest came before the Department of Education. Before. With more local control. With K-12 systems under the control of the states and local communities, school boards, parents. Right now, we're attempting to go that direction. And it was disconcerting to hear some of my colleagues talk about doing away with health care, lunch programs, et cetera, for students, when in fact, that's not the case. And our president stood very strong in saying that Medicaid, Medicare, school lunches were not to be cut from deserving individuals. Waste, fraud, and abuse, yes. My colleagues voted for waste, fraud, and abuse to be continued. But today we're looking at what we can do to get to a place where the Department of Education is at its right spot. And our gentleman, a colleague from North Carolina, so eloquently pointed out that in our U.S. Constitution we don't have the responsibility for education except what we have taken outside of the Constitution. So it'll be hard constantly to experience the efforts of an administration committed to following the Constitution relative to states' rights and responsibilities for education.